Okay, back again to where we left off last time. Remember, we worked with your, we discussed the first library, obviously, which is your IOStream library, which is obviously determine everything that we do in our C++. And in our case, because we want to user to input some variables of string characteristics, so what happens is that we need to include this particular library. Now, imagine you're building a house. This is the example I gave you last time. You've got your 2-bedroom house. You, as a builder, you don't know what this room will be used for, or that room what will be used for. You just give them default name, like room 1 and room 2. But when the users, when the people will be living in company, they will change that maybe to kids' house or to parents' house. That's exactly what we're going to do here. So we need to declare some variables where we do not know what the variables will be used for. In our case, we just want the user to maybe input their name and their surname and so forth. So what happens is that we just create variables of type string, where the user will be using them for inputting names and so forth. So now, in our main function, so let's put that, because we want to namespace std, and then we go into our main function, main. At the beginning, as I said, you start first by doing all the declaration before you go to your command. So in your declaration, as I said, we declare variables of type string. Let's use just one for now. So let's say we say string name. With that, why is this thing off now? It's not recording. With that, now the user, the code will now know that there is a variable called name, which you can refer to everywhere in your code now. Okay, so that being said, now, if now you say, you asking the user, see out what is your name, and then see in, you can now use this variable that you just declared. So we say name. In that case, the computer will know what name is, so you don't need to put inverted comma to it, because you've already declared that particular variable there. And then from there, you can now collect the name from the user, and you can use it anywhere else that you had. So in our case, we want to greet the user. So we say hello, Mr. or Mrs. And then what you do, you put an empty space, or you can put a plus, it's up to you, and then you put the name that they just gave you. Okay, with that you are done, and then if you return 0, and then you close this, and that code will run. What's happening in this code is this. So you, first of all, include the library string, and then in your main code, in your main function, you declare a variable called name, and then with that now you ask the user to input their name. And then here, cin, now the name that the user will give you will be here, will go into that variable, and then when you call it here, hello there, Mr. or Mrs. name, whatever name they're going to give you, that's the one that will appear here. All right, so run this code, and then let's see what it is. Now, for your own example, for your own benefit, I want you to declare name and surname. Let's see how you will do it. Name and surname. First of all, run my code as it is, and then try to input name and surname. Ask them to input, to give you a name, and then the second line will be ask them to input your surname. So let's see how you're gonna do that one. Just do that, and then if you have any question, you can obviously contact me.